I think that'll do for today's park up. Just squeezed in there, and that's the entrance. Today I've come to Binham Priory, an English heritage site, a free site in the village of Binham, North Norfolk, and that's the gate. It said narrow gate to come through, but you could get a coach through there. And this is a car park supposedly for the Priory, but there's also a little farm shop, little dairy shop, and I think people are just coming and going into there. I should have filmed some of the roads down there. Really cool. Enjoyed it in the van. This was the gatehouse to the Priory, gatehouse from the main road, and would have been a great big arch over the top, and someone patrolling it to let people into the courtyard of the Priory itself. Anyway, this is what it looks like at the moment. Built in the 1400s. There's a sign on there saying gatehouse, and there's an electric car coming in. Modern meets old. So double arch, one arch here and one arch inside the gatehouse by the looks of it. Right, let's go and look at this Priory. There's an English heritage sign here with an introduction. Binham Priory was home to a Benedictine community of monks for over 400 years. Founded in about 1091 by Norman Baron Peter de Valognes. The Priory was built on land given to him by his uncle, William the Conqueror. It was founded for a community of around 12 monks under a prior. The construction of the church spanned close to 150 years, probably starting in the 1090s at the end furthest away from you. The facade in front of you was not completed until shortly before 1244. The huge, partly blocked window above the entrance is a very early example of bar tracery, the decorative pattern of stone which subdivides the window. The buildings were adapted and extended throughout the medieval period, but life here changed dramatically in 1539 when the Priory was closed by King Henry VIII at the time of the suppression of the monasteries. I'm going to take the high road. This is pretty impressive. There's my thumbnail. The entrance is about 50 yards down there, and we've still got the wall just this side of the main road. Oh, rabbit. Hello, rabbit. Come and show your face. Hair. Hair today, gone tomorrow. Bye. More local residents eyeing me up. From what I've seen of this village so far, Binham, it's very peaceful. Oh, look at that. I think I read that it's in the care of English Heritage, but managed by a local village trust. See if I can find that out somewhere. I'm sure I read that. It's immaculate grounds. If I see signs on any of these walls, then I'll tell you what stuff is. No, can't tell you. Occasionally you'll find old Ministry of Works signs. I've got one here, parlour. Yes, that looks like a parlour. And just behind it we've got site of daughter stairs, D-O-R-T-E-R. Okay. Chapter house in front of me here. So this is at the far end now. I think they said this end was built first. Sort of an altar, flat stone here. Quite a few people visiting today. And if you go by the height of this piece of stone on the right, gosh, it would have been massive. And you can see there on the columns various rounded stones and shaped stones. That tall piece I was looking at is the north transept. And you can see some tiles in the wall. Maybe they were the head of windows that have since been filled in. I don't know. I'm coming to the inside now. First piece of the Lady Chapel. That's the impression of what it looked like. That's how tall it is. I think they're referring to this on the floor. Must be where there was a wall, an altar here. I think this is possibly where locals go to walk their dogs and do their business. I've seen a couple use the fields around the edge. Just the height of this thing is incredible. Got a nice bit of floor tiling. I expect that was very bright in its day. And this is signed as the South Transept. My guess is cloisters for this one. I've not seen a sign yet, honest. Okay, there were a couple of signs over there. Warming house, this one in right in front of me, the big chimney. And Monk's daughter above, Undercroft, one to the right there. Lots of tiny rooms here. Look at this little complex. No signs of what this complex is. Little room through into another little room. Stonework to hold an arch maybe. Another one over there. There's a sign just over there. Let's go and read that. Here we've got a lava. This recess once incorporated a basin in which the monks washed their hands before meals. It would have stood beside the entrance to the refectory or dining room. Hooray, I'm right. It says the priory buildings were arranged around a central cloister, a garden court that was enclosed on all four sides by covered walkways. The cloister walks gave access to all the principal rooms. The monks would have spent time reading, studying and copying manuscripts in the cloisters. Simple meals, usually 2 a day, were eaten in the refectory behind you. So on this side is the kitchen area, and then this would go into the refectory. So this is the dining room. Can't get in this door, have to use the side door. Look how ornate that is. Well, that was pretty good. I like walking around the outside. The church was a bit plain inside, but that's okay. It's in use today, that's the main thing. And they certainly look after the grounds here. Right, I've got somewhere nearby that I'm going to go to next. I've only just seen it on the map, but I might just nip into this little dairy shop. It'd be a shame not to go and get sausage roll or something. Right, I'll see you soon.